Everyone, so today's practice is about joy. So what I want you to do is get prepared by grabbing a mat if you use one, grab some water because that's really necessary, and also set the stage, light a candle, make your practice yours. I know sometimes that's hard at home. Grab a blanket for relaxation so you can be nice and cozy, and if you've got blocks, grab a couple blocks too. I can't wait to share this practice about joy with you today. Are you ready to get started? Let's begin standing. So I want you to bring your feet underneath your hips and your arms by your sides. So this is a pose in yoga that we call Tadasana, or mountain pose, and it's a common way for us to start our practice. Today I just want you to bring your feet comfortably hips distance apart. Settle your shoulders somewhere comfortable. And then we're going to pause. I'll have you take one hand and bring it on your upper chest, and the other hand comes on your belly. Let's have a nice big breath in and big breath out. We're going to pause here, just paying attention to the breath. And set your intention today to move with joy as you're paying attention to your inhales and your exhales. Then I'll have you bring your hands gently in front of the breastbone, and palms are together in Anjali Mudra or prayer pose, whichever you've heard it called. And as you inhale, let's bring the arms out and reach up. Lengthen up through the fingertips and stretch as far as you can up towards the sky. On the exhale, arms come wide and hands come behind the legs. We're folding forward. Bend your knees, tuck your chin, lengthen your neck, and stretch. Now we're going to come back up the way that we came down, and inhaling, I want you to think of today as like potential. So as you inhale, all the potential of movement as you lift up, and as you exhale, let's let go. Arms come by your sides. Let's lengthen the right arm up towards the sky. Take your left hand, it's going to reach across to take a hold of your right wrist. We're going to lean out to the left, stretching the right side of the torso. Your eyes can be up towards the sky, straight ahead or towards the ground. And then come back up to the top and switch sides. So now you've got that right hand taking a hold of your left wrist, stretching out. And then release. Bring your arms by your sides. So I'm going to have you gently walk your hands forward, down your legs again. Bend your knees enough to drop your hips towards your heels. Bring your torso up, and arms are going to come above the shoulders. We're going to do Utkatasana, or chair pose. When I teach this in person, and I have people get into it this way, they always feel like I've tricked them into a hard position. But really, when we're talking about movement and joy here, we're talking about the ability to do things like bend our knees and move our hips. That's a privilege. So let's take a hold of this for today. 2 more breaths. And then release, come down, hang forward, and rest. Rest means different things to different people, so don't think you have to rest just like somebody else does. You can shift or shimmy or move if that feels good for you, or if today's been a long day, you can just hang forward. Both are great. Inhaling, let's come up to the top and slide your feet a little bit wider. We're going to do Virabhadrasana 2 or Warrior 2. Let's shift to the right. Right toes turn to 90 degrees. Left toes are going to turn in just a smidge. And hips are squared towards whichever way you're facing. You don't need to torque your hips for any reason. Just face them in the direction that your face is facing. Arms come out from your shoulders, and on the exhale, bend that right knee. So warrior two. We'll move the arms, inhaling, lift the arms up like potential. Exhaling, let's soften the shoulders down and relax. Inhaling, arms come up. Exhaling, arms come back down. Pause, come up to the top, we'll switch sides. Arms out from the shoulders, and on the exhale, let's bend the left knee. So warrior two or Virabhadrasana 2, second side. Inhaling, lift those arms up. Exhaling, lower them back down. Inhaling, let's lift the arms up again. And exhaling, slide them back down. All right, let's release this, come back up to the top, and step your feet towards the short end of your mat if you're using it. I'm gonna have you again fold forward. Keep your blocks handy if you've got them. Bend your knees, and bend your knees enough, and I'll step back so you can see me. Bend your knees enough so that your fingertips are to the floor. Then I'm gonna have you shift your weight to your right foot and step your left leg straight back. Now, if you've got blocks, you can use them to support your hands here. We're gonna work on straightening that right leg as best as you can. Now, it doesn't have to be completely straight. If you wanna keep a bend in the knee, you can. So depending on which lineage of yoga you prefer, sometimes this is called the bottom half of a pose called side stretch. Sometimes it's just called pyramid pose. We're gonna move with our breath again. Inhaling, press your feet down, lift your torso up, slide your hands behind you. Let's do a little bit of a back bend. Nice, easy breath. And then release. Slowly slide back up to the top. Arms come by your sides and step your feet together. Bend your knees again. Walk those hands forward. Bend your knees enough so that your fingers are to the floor. Shift your weight to your left foot. Step your right foot back. Again, don't be shy about using your blocks. They can support your hands. We're working now on taking this right leg, which might be bent or straight or somewhere in between, giving it a nice stretch. Again, easy breath. Inhaling, press those feet down. Let's lift the torso up. Slide your hands behind you. We'll do a back bend on this side. Lift your chest towards the sky. Make your legs long and strong. And then release. Come back up to the top. Step your feet together. And let's squat on down and roll to our backs. Once you're on your back, I want you to roll to whatever side faces me, so faces your screen. Knees are going to be bent, arms are straight out from the shoulders, and you're going to either relax your head on the floor, or if you have a blanket, you can put a blanket underneath your head too. We're going to shoulder slide here because these are truly a joy. As you inhale, slide that top arm down the bottom arm, across the chest and behind you. And as you exhale, let's slide back. We'll do that a few more times. Pace it with your own breath. So maybe your breath is a little slower than mine and your slides are a little slower, that's okay. Maybe your breath is a little faster than mine and you're going a little bit more quickly. As long as that doesn't add too much exertion to your practice, that's okay. Now the next time your hands come together, pause, and I'll have you just roll right onto the other side. And we'll do the other side. So your head is either going to rest on the floor or on a blanket. Knees are bent, arms are stacked. Inhaling, that top arm slides down the bottom arm across the chest and comes out behind you. And exhaling, it comes back together. Let's do that a few more times. Once more. And then the hands come back together. Pause. If you've got something underneath your head, slide it out of the way. Let's come on to our backs. We're going to do a nice, simple twist. Knees are bent, big toe sides of your feet are together. Relax your arms by your sides, and then drop both knees to the right. Take the left arm straight out from the shoulder, then take a peek over that left arm and shoulder, if it works for you. Inhaling, let's bring the knees up to the top. Exhaling, slide them the other way. Bring that right arm out from the shoulder. Take a peek over that right arm. And then inhaling. Knees come back up to the top. Now let's get ready to relax. If you'd like to prop your knees so you've got something underneath them to be more comfortable, you can do that. Arms can be by your sides, but remember, not everybody relaxes the same way, and that is true even in Shavasana. So you can relax on your side, you can relax on your belly if that feels good to you. Honestly, you could relax just kicking your legs up the wall. The important part is for the next couple minutes, you let your body rest. Part of what makes joy so important for us to find is that it doesn't often fall into our laps regularly, right? We'll have an unexpected moment of joy, but if you pursue it on a regular basis and you find those small things that you do every day a little bit joyful, like moving your body, having a nice big breath in and long breath out, or even taking the time to fully rest, can make the rest of your day just a little bit more magical. Thank you for taking this time with me today. I'm Rebecca Sebastian from Sunlight Streams, and I'll see you soon.